Hey, what's going on, everybody? Blake here. Welcome back to the channel. If y'all are new, thanks for showing up. If you're old, thanks for coming back. Got some NBA player props to take a look at here today on PrizePicks. Got two props. I think we got six game slate. Gonna take a look at two picks here. So if y'all are new to PrizePicks, use this promo code right here down below to get signed up. That'll get your first deposit instantly matched up to $100. So take advantage. Free money, and we'll check it out. So last vid we gave three picks. We went 2-1. Sengun is the only one who did not cash for us. But I mean, still went 2-1. What we're going to take a look at today, both picks are actually coming from the same game. We're going to just target one game here. So it's going to be Atlanta and Washington. 249.5 over under. It's always good to, if you like taking overs, these high scoring games are the way to go. It's just Atlanta's picked to win by 8.5. We can kind of cross our fingers and hope that it's not a blowout. 8.5 point spread is pretty big to have on an over under. So you got to take it for what it is. But Washington and Atlanta did play just very early in the season. Atlanta only won by 9 points, so it was a pretty close game through and through. So I'm just going to kind of bank on the fact that we'll get a competitive game again. Like I said, Atlanta's defense isn't anything crazy. Washington doesn't have a defense at all. So it should be a very offensive game. First one we're going to take a look at, we'll start on Atlanta's side. It's going to be Clint Capella, and I like the over on his 10.5 rebounds. This is probably going to get bumped. The juice started at minus 115 and has made its way all the way up to minus 125 to go over. On that track, we're very likely to see it hit 11 pretty soon. So take a look here at the game log. Washington is dead last in rebounds allowed to centers this year. You can go take a look at that as well. So dead last. So centers are just snagging boards as much as they want to against Washington. I'll get this right there. You can see allowing 18 boards a game to opposing centers. Like I said, it should be a high-scoring game. Capella should have plenty of rebounding opportunity this game and a very fast-paced. He grabbed 11 boards the first time they played. Like I said, twas a long time ago, but grabbed 11 boards the first time they played. He does clear this number in 65% of games. So in 65%, he gets 11 or more boards. He hasn't gotten it in a ton of his last 5 games, which is perfectly fine because that drags this line down some. Any other prior to these 5 games, maybe we may be looking at this line being 12 boards. But so I think this is a great time to buy low here. Like I said, you see his last handful of games as far as rebounds goes. Let's get this pushed to rebounds. But yeah, he just hasn't grabbed a ton. But typically before that, 10.5, he's seeing that more times than not. See right here, these last few, 8, 3, 11, 5, and 15. Only clears it twice. But before that, 12, 11, 12. That's 3 in a row that he hits. Takes a game off, gets 7. There it is right there against Washington. Grabs 11. Takes a game off, tough Minnesota team, 5. Before that, first 3 games, 12, 13, 13. So, it's not even, I wouldn't even call it a hit and miss. I'd say he's more hitting than missing. Obviously 65% of games. But like I said, these last 5 being so low kind of sags this line. Perfect opportunity for us to jump on it here. 10.5 boards, take the over all day. Next one, other side of the ball. Kyle Kuzma. I mean, if you're going to go with Washington on an over, there's really nowhere else to go besides Kuzma. We've cashed on him, I think, once before. You could go a couple routes. Huge juice to go. Oh, this was at 5 assists earlier with heavy juice to go over, and they dropped it back down. So that might be worth looking into. Rebounds, massive juice to go over 5.5 rebounds. So I bumped it up to 6. There's minus 120 to go over 23.5 points. For me, it's either points or PRA. And I'm going to go PRA here because this dude is, he's we'll get into it real quick. So take a look at the last 5. Nothing crazy there. Rides this line, hooks it a couple times. But he is now set at minus 120 to go over. That was minus 115 earlier today. Now it's minus 120 to go over this line. He put up 40 when they initially played. So the first time they played, he put up 40 PRA. And let's check how many minutes that was. Surely that was a full game as well. Right here we see 40 in only 25 minutes. So honestly, he got pulled early that game. So I love to see that as well. Like I said, as long as this game doesn't get out of hand, but we see he got cut on minutes there, and still well cleared this line. So that was my first time seeing that. I actually love that a lot more, seeing those minutes. But I expect the same tonight. Atlanta versus power forwards is 23rd in points, 11th in rebounds, and 29th in assists. So they're a little tougher on rebounds, but Kuzma's down there. He's going to get his rebounds. Has very active hands. Kuzma has the highest utilization on the team, and if Washington has any chance at all to stay in this game, it's going to go through Kyle Kuzma. It always has, and it's going to continue that way. When they played against Atlanta early in the season, he led the team in all three of these categories. He led the team in points, rebounds, and assists. That's why I don't want to pick and choose one. I think we're good to go here. I think we've got a green light to take this PRA. I don't love the fantasy score because yes, he'll occasionally get like a handful of blocks and steals, or maybe one block or steal, or none. But he does turn the ball over quite a bit. Several times he gets 0 blocks and steals, and a lot of turnovers. I think one time he turned the ball over 7 times, and that's just a killer. And to maybe get a block or a steal, but definitely probably turn the ball over more times than not, then I just don't trust it. I think PR is the way to go here. Like I said, I think we've got the go ahead here. The books like it. The juice is creeping up like for both of these props. Like I said, it started like minus 110, minus 115. Now we've got Capella minus 125 and Kuzma minus 120. So the market, as these games get closer to tip off, they're showing their cards. So I'm gonna take the over on both of these. Jump on these for these lines bump. Let me know what you guys think. That'll be the video for today. Keep an eye out tonight or tomorrow morning for NFL. And sub to the channel, like the video, drop in the comments what you're running with. Good luck, everyone. Later.